Wow, that sounds very, very nice. Hopefully I can hear myself. Turn it down a little bit in the hopes that you guys can hear my voice. My very sensual voice. The voice that people think is cool and awesome. Except they don't, because it's not. Anyway, this isn't an episode to jab at my self-esteem. This is an episode to take back at my psychology, I guess, and also my self-esteem, I guess. Welcome to Alter Ego. I'm also trying to be quiet because everybody in my house is sleeping, because of course they are. Let's jump right in. I have no fucking clue what this is about, like at all. Where I was, their ego shall be. Okay, awesome ads. We're gonna ignore those. I'll edit those out probably. I've been waiting for you, my lost child. I'm not a child, I'm a man. Okay. I am Ego Rex. I administer rules. What you will find here with me is you, yourself. Allow me to teach you the ways of this place. I see. Ego Rex is like female and male. I'm not paying to play this game. Tap the whispers. What am I? Yes, continue. What am I? There's so many what am I's. Okay, I don't know what this game is, but I was told that this game is supposed to, like, change the more your perspective of it, depending on your perspective. No longer human. The fallen buffoon. Okay. Am I supposed to keep doing this until something interesting happens? Cause you don't have enough ego. Gather ego. I don't know what ego is. Do I have enough to read? The time is upon you. I was scratching my fingers, so I couldn't actually. Mine has been shame. What am I? Can I, like... Who the hell are you? Self and something or whatever. Well, look who showed up. I grew tired of waiting. Sorry, but I'll get right to the point. I have 12 questions for you. Don't think too hard. Just answer honestly. Do you tend to not to get emotional? What do you mean yes, no, or neither? What is neither to this question? Do you tend not to get emotional? No, I get very emotional because I'm a big fucking bitch. Do you put on a front for others? Yes, I do. Are you easily influenced by others? It depends, I guess. Probably. Are your tastes easy to discern? Yes they are. You guys all know I'm a big Sonic fan, and a Tekken fan, and a Final Fantasy fan. So, do you get jealous easily? Hell fucking yes. And you know why, but I'm gonna go on a rant, but I'm not gonna do that, because I'd be spilling the beans. Dude, tough situations make you work even harder. Yes. They piss me off, but they make me work more difficult. Are you often irritated by uncertainty? Yes. Are you hindered by fear? I fear nothing. Do you prefer things to be black and white? Like easy to figure out? Yes. Are you often deceived? You'd be surprised how often people fucking lie to me. It's actually pretty annoying. But I guess I wouldn't say that happens often. Just on rare occasions. Depends on the person. You like to be the center of attention? Fuck no. In fact, why am I making this video about this game in particular if I don't like being the center of attention? Do you ignore those you dislike? Yes. I try my best. Interesting, you're... analyzing. Oh boy, more stuff. Okay, let's view my results. Huh? Anxiety turned into aggressive. You take an aggressive, dominant stance in order to hide your own weakness. It would seem you prefer to devalue your opponents with domination, scorn, and superiority complex as your weapons. So you're telling me I have an ego. You can't just use anxiety as an excuse to do whatever you want, you know? It might also be said that the change between your manic state when you are around others and your depression in private are in drastic juxtaposition. Interesting. Well, did that clear things up? You don't know much at all, do you? You know what? Fuck you. Not about this place, or about who you are. No matter, we've only just begun. Come visit me again when you have more ego. Is this game therapy? Is that what this is? Do I have enough? Do I have more ego? Reconsider? No, I don't want to do that. I guess I don't have enough ego. I guess that's what this game is about. We'll jump back as soon as I have more ego. He said one final thing, a warning. Maintain your guard with S. S? The girl? Okay. What do you mean? Oh, choir? Okay. Maintain my guard with S. What does that mean? Alright, we're back with S. I see you've been collecting ego, just as you were told. How earnest you are. I quite like it. I don't really like you. Cause the man said to be weary of you, so that's what I'm gonna start doing. I suppose you've earned a reward. You're curious as to where we are, aren't you? How do I put this? This place is closed off from the outside world. It doesn't need a name. Purgatory? To me, that's all there is to it. Still, I'm curious. How do you perceive this place? I guess a place to discover who I am. I guess that would be an accurate take. You aren't wrong. There are no secrets here. I would hope. The identity of this place is of little importance. You are here, now. Whether you will it or not, something lies up ahead. Perhaps that is exactly why you seek reasons. You and I both. Okay, so she's here for the same reason. Come back when you have saved up more ego. Are you my therapist? Yes, I'm back. Oh boy, ad. Pretty sure it was on here. The fuck? Or where was I? Oh, you're in a different pose. There are all sorts of books here. There's even one that ends differently every time you read it. That's actually pretty cool. It's a picture book. Here, I'll show you. Your interpretation of the story is very much of interest to me. The characters are comprised of a prince, a king, and a maid. Your interpretation will decide what kind of story this is. So I'll ask you a few questions, alright? Choose the closest answer to your take on it. Now let me hear your story. Alright. Me personally, I think the boy is being neglected, it looks like, and the maid is noticing, but like the father is like, this kid is a headache, but no, it's not that the kid's a headache, it's shit, I gotta deal with all this extra shit, I gotta like nurture my kingdom and whatever, so he doesn't really have time for the kid. So, rubbing his eyes because he just woke up, pretending to cry because of something the maid said to him, crying because the king got mad at him. None of these were close to what I said. I guess the boy does look like he's waking up, though. Pretending to cry because of something this maid said to him. What is the prince doing? I guess crying because the king got mad at him. He's painting over the gap between ideals and reality. He's angry over what's going on between the prince and the maid. He's contemplating how to best discipline the prince. He's panicking between other stuff, yeah. That's what I thought. The boy is being neglected to escape the prince's observation, to watch over the prince from the shadows. Yes. Prince elopes with the maid. The king regains his control. The prince recovers his own accord. Am I determining the ending of the story? He's too young. She's not grooming him. That'd be weird, so... The despondent prince lifts his chin and sets off down his own path. So, that's how your story goes. There's some truths of reality one can find only in fiction. Next time I want you to let me interpret your story. I mean, I guess. Alright, let's see if I have enough space for this. Oh, tap to view the results. Perfect autonomy. What do you mean? What do you mean perfect autonomy? I don't get that. You take the reins of your own life without searching for impetus in others. By taking an active approach, you open up the path for yourself. That said, you might be a bit of a perfectionist, constantly dancing to the beat of a drum you can't identify and taking yourself to task for a missing step. Once in a while, you might try spoiling yourself a little, instead of beating yourself up. Huh. See, if something changes in your worldview, the ending will change. That goes for this place too, not just the story. The future will be decided by your interpretation. Is this a story-based game where it'll determine the ending of the game based on my interpretation? The future will be decided by your interpretation, by your own will. So hurry back when you have more ego. More of this collecting bullshit. Okay. Let's see how farther we can go into this, because the reason I open up this to jump cut instead of actually just doing it like a normal human is because I am trying to limit my recording space, because I'm back on my phone again. No, I'm going to still use a computer, but it's smarter to do it like this so that I can record the same. I should actually just do the rest of this on my computer, but then I'll have to redo all this crap, and I don't really want to do that, so I'm not gonna, haha. So I'm not gonna, hehe. Also, I find that interesting, the ego rises pretty quickly. Oh right, I forgot, speaking of which. Alright, psychiatrist, what do you got for me today? It looks like this is never ending. That facade is getting full of themselves. Oh? What did you wander in? I didn't see you. I'm sure you must have run into them on the way in. The self-proclaimed monarch, the facade, the wretch. That facade lives to plague me. Fall not in impulse. Conform to the standard. Over and over and over they whisper at me. What need is there for social stricture here? What's your take on it? I was not paying attention to what you were fucking saying, but something's bothering you, clearly. Rules are absolute. It's best to be lived by impulse. Depends on the time and the place. I guess. Such an ambiguous answer, but it beats the facade. You see, that facade is my adversary. They would control me, like judge and jury. Listen, you hear it, don't you? I hear music. Damn you, hush. She's crazy. I'm not mistaken, I'm not a failure, Forgive me, I can't focus on conversation right now. Come back when you have more ego, haha. Fucking bitch, I'll kill you. I've been at this ego part for like a minute. I gotta say, there's gotta be a faster way to do this. So I guess I'm gonna start reading these. Mine has been a life such a shame. I can't imagine, even guess myself what it must be like to live the life of a human being. It wasn't until I was quite big that I even saw my first train. I mean, that's interesting. I cannot call myself a scholar. I've always been and still am a seeker, but I no longer do my seeking among the stars or in books. I'm beginning to hear the lessons which whisper in my blood. I wonder what that means. This low-ranked chaff is pride. In the last year of the Tianbo era, is there more? Because that's a lot of reading, actually. Li Zhang, a bright young scholar from Longxi, passed the top civil service examination and was sent to be an official Jiangmen nun. However, obstinate and pompous as he was, this low-ranked chapped his pride. leaving his position almost immediately. He returned to his hometown, cut off all of his all of his hometown social interaction, and devoted himself to poetry. Rather than bow to vulgar officials, he wished to etch his name in history for years. That's interesting. He decided, nah, I'm not doing this. I'm not talking to people. What if can I keep skipping the thingies? Alright, let's see what this flower bad boy does up here. I don't know what that does. There's a timer on it, and now there isn't, so I'm really confused. What does that do? Huh. I guess that doesn't do anything and kind of wasted my time, don't you think? Hey S, I'd like to talk. You're way overshooting it with the ego here. I was a butterfly, fluttering hither and thither. Yay, I get to watch an ad to get video stuff. Alright, that ad worked. Now I can talk to her, finally. How much is there? Only 2 left? Books are to me what breath is to others. So they're a necessity. I cannot stay myself without books to read. For the sake of my sanity, I immerse myself in the worlds I find within. Even now, as I stand here conversing with you, I am fighting down my very impulses to put my hands around my throat to... May I ask you something? Should I restrain my impulses? It depends. Like, if they're violent impulses, then yeah, maybe you should. But if they're not, then... Or if they're justified, then yeah, don't. Then yeah, you don't have to restrain yourself, I think. Or restrain. You should conform to this. Give them free rein. Getting a hold of yourself, it depends. I'm bothered that it depends is not an answer on here. Because if it depends was, I would no questions asked say that. So I'd say give free rein, because it's just reading books. Yes, you were right. I'm just worrying. You know, I'm fine now. They were just so loud, I got confused. Speaking to you seems to have calmed me. For now, I'm still alright. I know how to tame my impulses, you see. I'm fairly certain I won't do anything. Like, writing your sweet neck. Wring your sweet neck. Yes, trust me. Huh? Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. If it's something violent, then yeah, maybe don't fucking do it. That's different. It's very different than reading a fucking book. That is entirely different. That's hilarious. Apparently I can mess with her. Just how needy are you? You'd be surprised. I'm pretty fucking needy. Bored? A little bit. Honestly. I will thwack you. Do it. You won't. You must be very bored. A bit. Can I help you? Yes. Can we talk? I would like to do that. Just how needy are you? I'm reading. Let me be. Pathetic. Bitch. Disgusting. Enough. We're done here. Quit that, freak. Are you trying to harm me? Are you trying to make me mad? Creep. Quit that. Creep. Disgusting. Pathetic. We're done here. Go jump off a cliff. Holy shit. Still ill-mannered. Enough. God damn, lady. Let's see whatever. Well, don't touch me. I can't tell if the game crashed or if my phone was just being stupid, so here we are again. Okay, cool. I saw a blue butterfly. I don't know if... I'm assuming the blue butterfly gives you stuff. Also, I was pissing her off by just messing with her. Because she will apparently react to you. And she'll start being mean as shit the moment you start poking her a little too much. Like, this game is very psychological. So she at one point is like, nah, fuck it. Go jump a cliff. That's being mean, apparently. You're totally hopeless. Interesting. So the voice was right. She doesn't seem to care. Which is also interesting in itself. Yes, please. Did that ad even give me what I wanted? Or did it not? Hey, S. Impulsive, aren't you? No, I'm just, like, trying to figure out what that ad did for me, because it didn't really seem to... What the hell? Oh, to share my ego? No one else is playing this game. I know that for a fucking fact. So, not worth a chance, I guess. The amount of words here just became overwhelming. What is happening here? I don't think I can get them all. And it started back up again. That's cool. I'm curious. Alright. What was that about? Yeah, because suddenly a bunch of stuff started flooding the page. Huh. Alright, let's see what this is. Huh? Okay. Alright. That was, a thingy, I guess. Okay, it's picking up again pretty quickly. I think I'm missing too many. Alright, let's see how quick I can do this with a minute of footage. So how good of you to come. How do you like the new view? Are you nervous? Your heartbeat is racing. Take deep breaths. Now in and out. There you go. Well done. Now for the main event. I want for you to talk about whatever is on your mind. Doesn't matter if it's boring or meaningless. Just speak freely. Now close your eyes. Choose freely among these words, whichever most you suit your feelings, regardless of whether they seem boring or unrelated. They are open. It can be difficult to open yourself to associations, but you did well. It seems like you've done this before. Not really. Now let me interpret what it all means. Okay. Ambiguity fixation? Aren't you sensitive to negativity? Fair. You must be awfully depressed right now and feeling quite the victim. Furthermore, you have a real problem with positivity. You're so fixated on your anxieties. It's as if you're possessed by them. It seems to me as though you are so caught up in despair that you twisted the truth of reality. But don't worry, I'll never put you down. Fair. What is awareness? It's like an illusion that appears only when you think of it. Both hope and despair are rooted outside of awareness. What is it that your unconscious mind longs for? If you wander around this place for a bit longer, you might find out. Keep saving up ego and come to see me again. That one was enlightening. Interesting. I'll reread that on my own time. Okay. And apparently these fill up on their own, so I should just stop screwing with them. I should just fill the thingies by pressing the buttons. Last one, 4 minutes. Let's see what we can do. This path will never to be seen again travels further and further away. Conversations until this point will be set in stone. Open the door. I'm not going to reconsider. Seems you have gotten used to how things work in this place. I think we're ready to progress, don't you? Whatever is the matter or change, you don't have to be. Nothing will change right away. Yet when I look at you, as you are now, you're awfully open to your own impulses. Do you think I'll like you for it? I might. Like this, the facade might. No, nothing. Ignore me. Something unwanted this way comes. Yes, it's the facade. What that were their words in one ear and out the other. There's no need to heed them whatsoever. I, however, will be off for now. Come back when you have more ego. What the fuck do you mean? Bless me. There's more? Interesting. Okay, but how much ego do I need? It didn't really specify. It might have, but... Well, anyway, that's the last spot for this segment. Oh, what? We meet again, lost child. I have been watching each choice you make. You do not conform. You live in a sin. S has seduced you. How pitiful. Has she, though? Do not give in to impulse. Keep society in mind. Until we meet again, never forget. Choose based on logic. Choose based on logic. Okay. What if I don't want to? I don't want to do that. 10D. How much is D? Oh shit. Okay. Alright, let's see where this part goes. I have a confession to make. I quite enjoy these talks we have. This is gonna be my last part and then I'm gonna stop. I've been alone here for such a long time. Yeah, same here. Such a long. At first it was just a way to kill time. I wanted to learn more about another person the first I've ever met. But now it's like a reprieve for me. It doesn't seem that way, really. I'm just not very expressive. Now I'm going to ask you 12 questions. I'll try to make them fast. I've only got a minute to record. Don't think too hard. Answer quickly and honestly. Are you punctual? I don't know. Does your mood change at the drop of a hat? Not really. I'm not bipolar. Do you take action before thinking? Yes. Do you prefer quiet solitude? Yes. Do you like bustling places? Not really. Do you enjoy the unexpected? Sometimes. Do you consider things systematically? No. Do you prioritize the past or the future? No. Do you have difficulty empathizing with others? Not really. Do you prefer to make a splash in life? I guess. Would you say you're yes? Are you the type who doesn't get jokes? Depends. So you're... See what she says. See what I am. Interesting. Really. You are adept at coming up with new ideas without getting caught up in set ways. Have you noticed that people tend to be taken aback by your bold concepts? Your loathing of being forced to fit the mold means that you find yourself at odds with formal, quiet settings. On the other hand, as long as you have the freedom to do things your own way, finally, now the last one. On the other hand, as long as you have the freedom to do things your own way, you are quite generous and grown to liven up your surroundings. Quite the revelation. Not really. That should explain a bit of what goes on in your head. It might sound somewhat strange to say, but understanding one's own heart is not such an easy thing to do. Yeah, I noticed. The same goes for me, of course. I don't know myself at all. In fact, I probably know even less than you do about my... Well, yes, we'll come back when you have gathered more ego. Alright, we're gonna do it for that episode here. Today I'm gonna let this pile up with ego. It's gonna do that on its own. So, and then I'll come back when there's more, probably. Or when I, have space to fucking record. Also, it's 3 a.m., so, gotta sleep too.